Hey Kelly, off to the shops, been paid. So yeah, last few days been a bit of a roller coaster, and obviously been surviving on our forageables and a loaf of bread and some butter, but that's about it. But that's the end of the month thing, isn't it? You've either got to have a budget ready for the end of the month, or you've got to have food ready for the end of the month. Either way, even if it's just a little bit to get you through until you get paid, you know, it's one of those things. And obviously one of the worst things about going to the shops whilst you're hungry is that calorie burnout. And I've been walking like half an hour now, and I'm on absolute calorie burnout. I had no breakfast this morning, but that's right, we got money, we got paid. It's one of those things, isn't it, that you gotta, well, us I guess, gotta walk to the shop, and then all of a sudden, yeah, that calorie crash. Oh man. But I know there's a baker's in town. Grant, the guy we done taste testing with, took us to a bakery at the time, and yeah, it's quite nice. It's quite nice indeed. Living hand to mouth is like a skill you need to learn, I guess, or adapt to, because we've adapted to those influxes of food and money, and those, you know, the non-influx of food and money. We've had to then budget and appropriately basically divvy up our time and our efforts into what we actually do. I mean, like you'll see in a bit, yesterday was a complete sham really, in the scheme of things, and the squirrels didn't take the bait, fish didn't take the bait. But yeah, it's just it's not hardship, it's only hardship that we put ourselves through, but there's nothing we can't handle. And sometimes, yeah, you have days of getting hungry and things like that. Other days you're so bloated because you've eaten so much, and don't pace yourself because you're in for a win with a good meal, sort of thing. And yeah, but it's a good thing because it helps shock the body back into its metabolism or its metabolic state, and it either speeds up or slows down depending on what you're doing, where you're going and all that. But over 10 years in, nearly 11 years, you know, you start, your body gets used to that. It gets used to the stresses, the high times, the low times, and everything between. Look at that, just found lime linden. Lime linden is apparently indicative of an ancient forest. So yeah, Scotland, ancient forest. Another good medicinal actually. They just help to, like, with the teas and that, typically the lighter leaves on there, the smaller leaf, not the darker one, can be used in teas and things like that. And it just basically a bit like the illegal stuff, right? It's a little bit like that, but it helps to mellow you out, especially if you're feeling stressed or tired and can't sleep, so you got a bit of insomnia and that. Yeah, it's good for that sort of thing. Typically you don't see them in churchyards, not anymore. Yew trees, yeah, but that's a story for another day, right? I think you can get the most out of the bark, but we never really bother. Do the leaves and stuff like that, and they'll grow back every year, won't they? There's no point cutting bark if you don't need it. But I've done town, and I'm going back now. Look at this. Makes you think when they talk about blocking out the sun, right? And everyone thought it was going to be like a big shield up in the sky or a moon base. All right, it's all good fun though. Got some visitors watching me and dog. Moo. 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 So the fun part to it all, they're not food, sadly. This is like some of them looking over me at the fence. They're looking at me like I'm the food. Yeah, don't worry, you're gonna steak, you're fine. Don't worry, vegans. Close your eyes, close your ears. I will be having steak soon though, I promise you that. So yeah, all that's complete, and happy again, happy. It's awesome. So yeah, bit of food for thought. If you want to try and live this way or become a nomad, you can't solely live off the land. You need to make sure that you have an income source, friends and family. You know, don't just go putting caches out in the woods. Caches in the woods and things like that, they're great if you frequent the area or it's a well-trodden route that you've taken. But for us nomads, no, we don't use caches. We'd rather carry what we can eat, don't carry what we can't, and yeah, ready for any situation. It's not so much about going across country, scrounging and things like that, or even, you know, working on the kindness and love of others. It's a bit like the grifters, isn't it? Like if you're literally spinning a yarn sort of thing for the sympathy vote and things like that. It's just like, well, why bother? Do it your own way. Especially like, you know, I see some people making like some real big, bold claims, and yet no one's allowed to question it. No one's allowed to do anything. That's why with you guys, anytime you ask questions, we'll either answer it. It might come across a bit obtuse at times or a bit rude, but you know, we didn't get this far in life, you know, on our nomadic lifestyle. 11 years in, we didn't get that far in just going, yes sir, no sir, 3 bags full sir. We don't suffer fools gladly. So it's a bit of a sort of catch, isn't it? No, if someone's going to come in and be, oh, you need a job and a real house and things like that, that's where it starts going really weird, isn't it? Because we're not coming in telling these haters, oh, you need your mouth washed out with soap because you're absolutely rude, coming in telling us what we should and shouldn't be doing. It's one of those things. We have hardships, same as you, but we ain't telling you, oh, you should have a bigger house, you shouldn't be in a flat and on the dole. We don't come out with things like that, you know. And most of the haters, yeah, they're on the dole, yeah, they've got all the time in the world to keep button bashing every minute of the day. It's brilliant. And then they go, well, what do you do? Well, we're monetized, or I sit around the pond trying to fish, or sit in a tent all day. But I make videos, we make videos, and we get paid for it. So it's all cool. Some moves. This is Jodie. Jodie is the alpha cow, but I don't think she likes dog much. They like to say, they do like to say hello. You want to say hello nicely? You want to say hello nicely? Ah, look at that. You making friends? Hey, you making friends? Come on then. Bye girls. Bye. I love cows sometimes. They are awesome. Especially those ones. They're quite cool. It's unusual being in Scotland and scorching hot. Yeah, I know I've got my hoodie on, but the hoodie kind of, it acts as it keeps me cool. So it's not such a bad thing. And I can wear it out in the heat. You see, there's not much sweat coming off of me, but it's stonking hot. I mean, just look at the weather forecast for Scotland, right? It is hot, unusually hot for this time of year. Well, I'm nearly home. Please enjoy the rest of the video. And it's a bit sad. It's a bit sucky, you know, salt, a bit salty. But yeah, it's all good. I'm nearly home. And yeah, if you want to watch the rest, awesome. And if not, awesome. If you want to share it, awesome. You know, all those sorts of things. Yeah, enjoy the rest of your weekends, whatever you guys are doing. And yeah, some bad weather coming in, so be sure to look after yourselves and your neighbours and people around. And yeah, I come down here to do some fishing, but I think the lake, pond, whatever, might be a bit shallow. Have a look. There's mozzies absolutely everywhere. So yeah, not seen a splash, a ripple, a nipple, nothing. But hey ho, we chose this life, right? Now we're suffering a bit, but it's okay. I mean, there's some birds splatting. They were just having a fight on their own. But otherwise, yeah, there's nothing at all. And we're only waiting to be paid by YouTube. See, they're all just laughing at me now. Just getting eaten alive as well. I mean, not hugely here, but when you walk out and around and that, it gets a bit... I've got them landing in me. I got them landing in my ears and all sorts. But it's one of those things. Like a huge swarm of mozzies. It's crazy. All of that is mozzies. And that, people, is why you don't stay near water. Because, yeah, it gets you, man. A lot of those mozzies from the water, because the wind just blew, literally just like... There you go, now there's like nothing on. They're all gone. They're all calling in all the others. But there's nothing for me here, I don't think. Coots and that just laughing at me. Still got some line out as well. So, nice little view. It is nice, don't get me wrong. But it's not nice when you're hungry, is it? Tara's put some traps out. Snares. Scotland doesn't like grey squirrels. Nor do we personally. They taste good, but no. Using the last of my food. I think I'm going to wait until dusk and perhaps use the rest of the bread, what bits and bobs we've got of it, to bait, and then go out of the beam flip. But I've been sat here for hours now, you know, in hopes that I might have got something. But that pond is pretty much a pond. Yeah, I sat here for a few hours, line out and bits and bobs. Nothing. I find it funny when these people do like their catch, cook and eat videos, because they never show this, do they? They never just show the, you're hungry, you've been at it, and then you don't succeed. I don't know. I mean, obviously we've had our forageables and that, but yeah. Take this hood down now, because yeah, I was getting eaten down there alive. Eaten alive. I'm the one that wants to eat, not those buggers. They're just hanging off of me everywhere they could get a chance. Forest graveyard. That's what me and Tara call them. And yeah, the wind there, it's destroyed. The wind's destroyed some of that, but the rest of it's been chopped. And they've double cut it as well, so you know they've hesitated and then they've gone, oh, that's too low, they've cut it a bit higher. Don't know, I just hate deforestation. It ain't right, but I'm not no Greta. I would regret to be Greta. I don't know, she just seems a bit moody, doesn't she? I think that's it though, isn't it? A lot of activists are quite moody people. I've never really been an activist. I've heard before though that they're not angry, they're not any of that sort of people. They're just passionate. I'll tell you what though, some of the things I've seen, they look like fairies. There was a film years ago, put it up on screen here, and yeah, it was about some photographer who didn't believe in fairies, and I think it was either in England or United Kingdom at least. And there's about 2 girls that saw these fairies, and this photographer had to come down and kind of disprove it and photograph it. And then he actually photographed fairies. You know, caught these sort of orby things and a couple of wings and stuff like that. But I'm walking around here and you can see the mozzies and the midges, all that lot, right? But every so often you just see a flit of wings, and it's not a dragonfly, it's not a damselfly, and it ain't a superfly. But yeah, it's very mystical. A lot of people think, oh, mystical and fairies and goblins and stuff, but no. I don't think we've ever really had any sort of paranormal stories, anything like that, and bumps in the night. We're the ones that make the bumps in the night, right, out in the woods. Well, no luck fishing, so hopefully have a bit of better luck later on when the sun starts to go down. I guess we'll see you soon. Might be a bit thinner by then. Nah, we'll be alright. Keep foraging for salads. We haven't run out of coffee yet, or sugar. Run out of whitener, or Kevin as we call it. But again, one of those things, isn't it? Anyway, Callie, until next time, happy hopping.